Hi pals, welcome to my channel From Skint to Savvy. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. If you have yet to subscribe and you're just thinking about it, I would absolutely love it if you could just hit that subscribe button, because I have bet my boyfriend that I can get to 500 subscribers by the end of April. And we are a little bit away yet, but I really don't want him to win. So if you're watching this and you haven't yet subscribed and you like this content, then please just hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so this is my channel From Skint to Savvy, and my journey from being skint, living from wage to wage, in my overdraft and in my credit card, to being a little bit more savvy, just becoming a little bit more aware where my money is going. I feel like I'm speaking really fast today, so huge apologies if I am. I don't know, I just feel like I'm just at speed 1000. So what we're going to do today is, using my Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mum, is just going to have a quick look at the closeout of our March week 4 and start our April week 1 Paycheck budget. So let's scroll you in just a wee bit. I'm going to take a wee drink. So what we did is I'll do this in a different video, but we have just closed out this week, although my week ends on Sunday. But I have no intention of spending on my card up until Sunday, because I still have money in my cash envelopes to spend. So there should be no need. I've given myself yet another ban from Etsy and Amazon. So if you do see me talking, or if I do talk to you about spending, please stop me, because there's nothing I need this week at all. Not a thing. I have everything I need. So what I have changed from my budget really is just, I'm not putting £70 into diesel, because I've still got diesel in the car just now, and my week finishes on Sunday, so I'm not going to need much more than £30 to get me through, because I've not got much work on. And I have decided not to do my savings challenge. The good thing about your budget is it can change from week to week, day to day, month to month, whatever makes you feel more in control and makes you sure that you have money. The reason I have decided not to do my 100 envelope challenge, although I've still got a good amount of money here, is because April for me is a 4.5 week month, so a 5 week month. I do get paid halfway through the fifth week, but I'm wanting to try not to use that money if I can possibly until May. So I wanted to roll over as much as I could, which is what I've done, but I'll explain that when I actually close out next week. I haven't done a closeout for the week before. I'm really behind with my videos. Not really sure what's going on. I haven't done my layout yet. I haven't put out any of my bills or anything in here yet, purely because I'm waiting for stickers from Fuchsia Budgets, and when they arrive I'm going to put them in, and then this page will look all pretty and it'll be much nicer, and I'll do a little video just putting everything in, because there's a few bits. We've got some birthdays, we've got some holidays and all that kind of stuff, so that will be quite fun. Okay, so into next week's budget. So if I don't touch my bank card between now and Sunday night, what will be left in my bank is £548.45. My wages come in on Sunday evening, the 27th, of £1,699.45. And we have other income here. So we have £25, which is from selling on Facebook Marketplace, or any other income, so surveys or vintage, anything like that would come into other income. And then I'm also putting the rollover money from the miscellaneous and my spending envelopes that I have it, that I put my teeth back in, that I use. Let me just get them out. These ones here, the £5 that I've been rolling over from each of these all month. So I possibly won't spend this, so I've included it in here, but obviously if I do spend it, it'll just change the total when I come to do my actual column. But so we've got £10 there that possibly won't get used between now and Sunday. And then we have, so we've got the £25 that we mentioned already, and then we have £30 in our rollover, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sorry, you're a bit close up there with me zooming in. So that makes 40. So that's £65 that I am adding in. I was so unsure, and I asked a lot of people a lot of questions what I should do with this. I was tempted to put it straight into sinking funds, but because of this month being a bit longer, it's the first time I've had to do like not a traditional 4-week with my wage, and also my wage is a little bit lower than it has been. So yeah, I'm just a little bit conscious of all the money that I need to spend over the next few weeks. So all these bills have to come out within the first week, starting with at the bottom here my MacBook, so £178 goes to that, and my credit card payment of £5, and then all of these bills. So we have council tax, which has come down by what, £22 a month, which is great, and I pay it over 10 months, so that's good. It was £100 on the dot. My car tax, pet plan, loan, TV and broadband, mobile, car repayment, Bank of Mum. All of those bills come out in the first. A few people have been asking why my car repayment is so high at £300. I don't know if I've explained before, but I actually took a loan from a family member to buy my car, and when I traded in my old car, the trade-in money went straight to the family member, and then I decided that we talked it through, and I decided I could afford £300 a month to pay off my car as quickly as possible, so that they get their money back basically, long before I need to get a new car. And then we have decided that I'm going to continue, even once my car is paid off in full, I'm going to continue to still put this £300 in and save up for a deposit or whatever for the next car, because it just saves me from thinking about it. It's just money that comes out and I don't have to think about it, and before I know it, there's £3,000-4,000 to put down as a deposit when I need my car next. So that's why that's so high. The Bank of Mum, I've explained before, is savings for mainly for car maintenance, for my father to buy bits and bobs for my car, MOTs and all that kind of thing. He does all that. He you know, takes the car for the MOT and what have you, and it's just so that he can dip in and out of that as he needs it, and I don't have to keep sending him money, or you know, having to buy things for myself and getting the wrong thing or whatever. So it works out really well. And then it's like a little savings pot that I just kind of forget about. Like, I don't really know how much is in there, to be fair. I need enough £1,000 anyway. Once it gets to £1,000 and nothing's coming out of it, then I'll stop this payment for a little while, until my dad dips into it again, and just try and top it up and always have it at £1,000. And then that way, if anything goes mega wrong with the car, or even if one of my appliances fails, I have that money to go back to. So anyway, that's enough of a ramble for that. So in total, my bills for the first week of April come in at £989.56. So as always, I take that away from my total income for the month, and that leaves me with £1,323.34. We then have our cash envelopes, our weekly cash envelopes. So we've got groceries, eating out, my dog food and diesel. Now that all goes on cards, different cards. I have upped my groceries to £45 at the minute, because obviously the price of food is going up and up and up. Eating out is going to get 40. Just we go out on a Sunday, and every second week I pay. Dog food, she's needing quite a wee bit just now, and then my diesel is 65. Now my job is changing, possibly won't be driving quite as much over the month of April, so this number will fluctuate over April, I think, rather than just a standard £65. Electric, I'm going to put £150 in. I still actually have the £50 from this week to put in my envelopes here, so I'm going to top that up. I think you can only top it up by £99 at a time, but I think the machine can hold 250, so I'm hoping to be as near that, or 249, by the 31st of March, just in case it means I get my electric cheaper for longer. I don't know if it does. I don't truly understand it. I'm just trying to go by what Martin Lewis was saying. My spending on miscellaneous, which again is the envelopes that I've rolled over, is getting £5. And what I've decided, I was asking a lot of people questions on Instagram what to do with this, because I'm not typically spending it. My concern for putting it just into a sinking fund is that I won't have the cash on me should I decide that I want to go for a coffee or get a bottle of juice from the shop or what have you. And then it obviously would then have to go on my card, and that would just be more to track and keep control of. So what I've decided is I'm going to put £5 in on the start of April. If I don't use it this week, then it will just roll over into next week, and I won't stuff it that week until basically until that £5 is spent, rather than putting it into my rollover envelope, because especially with this month, I think this month is going to be tight for money. So if I don't need to be spending 40, 50, £45 a month on my spending, then I don't want to stress myself. Hope that makes sense. So in total, my envelopes will come to £320. So that leaves me with £1,003.34. But I won't need to put any electric in, I don't think, for pretty much the most of the month if I do what my plan is. So again, it takes a little bit less stress off. Obviously I can keep an eye on it, and if it doesn't need topped up, then I can top it up. But I can always top it up with my spending or my miscellaneous money if necessary, or even my eating out money, you know. There's no real, any money can be used in a different purpose, because obviously it's all my money. Sorry, I'm rambling again. Okay, so my sinking funds are in my groups, my categories. So self is going to get a total of 20, Piper's going to get a total of 5, entertainment is going to get a total of 10, and my savings is going to get a total of 45. I'm going to put £5 extra to my Aqua card, and I always double up what I pay my Aqua. So the minimum payment at the minute is 5, so I'm going to put in 10, just gets it down a little bit quicker. And towards the end of the month, if I have more money, I can put it in. The first week of April should be my house deposit challenge. I've decided not to put it in again, just to make sure that I'm comfortable with the money that I do have coming out. And towards the end of the month, if I have spare money, it will go towards the house deposit. So that is that. So I quickly did this as well. This is what all the categories of my sinking funds are. So we've got my 3 cash envelopes, and then we have beauty, clothing, treats, the dog room, weekend away, and then my savings, which is Christmas, Piper's vet fund, the car insurance, car tax, and emergency. I'm only putting a small amount in here because they're quite decently stocked, and well, obviously unless the dog has to go to the vet, obviously that's not, but all the rest aren't really needed. I don't need to get my nails done. I mean, obviously I'd like to get my nails done, but I don't need to buy clothes again. I would like to, but yeah, we're okay for that. Sorry, I really do feel like I've rambled this video, and huge apologies. So what I want to quickly show you now, before we finish this video, is my sinking funds tracker. Now I got this idea from Fuchsia Budgets to stick in a page that I won't use. So this page is actually the meal plan. I don't plan my meals. I'm a single person. I just eat what I have in the house. So yeah, I don't plan. So this has come in handy. I've just stuck it in with double-sided sticky tape, and this is just all the money I've put into my sinking funds over the month of March. So we have all of our sort of fluid envelopes, which is all the ones that's in the black binder, are all up the top here, and then all the ones in the white binder is my savings. So I'll go quickly through them, what I've done here. So it needs tweaking. I've not quite got it right yet, but I've kind of adapted it. So this column here is what I started in March with, and this columns here is what I put in, and obviously the next column is what I've taken out. So I didn't take anything out week 1, and then week 2 I took the £20 out of hair, but I put it into beauty, so that's included in that 30. I put £10 in the cash stuffing plus the 20. But then I also took £35 out to get my nails, and I took £20 out to get a Chinese, and I took £100 out to pay for my deposit for my mattress. So that's what came out of that week, and then nothing came out of week 3, and nothing's come out of week 4. I had obviously intended to take my mum out for the day yesterday, but it didn't happen, and we've just postponed it to some point in April, but we do have money sat there ready to go. So in total of gifts, I've got 150, home improvements 130, car maintenance 45, the dog room 45, weekend away, sorry you can't see, I've got 60, beauty we've got 30, treats we've got 15, clothing we've got 30, and budgeting we've got 30. Now I've said already, these are the ones that I can dip in and out of as and when I need them. So you know, they're not, although they're saved, they're not saved to not be spent, if that makes sense. And then we have my savings here, which is ones I don't really want to touch until certain times. So Christmas obviously has got £140 in it. That won't be touched till November, or October, November time, you know, when you start thinking about Christmas. The vet fund has got 140 in it. I really don't want to be touching that ever, but it's there if I need it. Car insurance and car tax, I want to bulk them up a bit more before July, so we will need to start focusing on them, but we'll get April out of the way first. My emergency is 1,190. House deposit, that's the little house deposit challenge, is 150, and my 100 envelope challenge is 821. So not all of this money is in my house, a lot of it is in the bank, ready in my hyperjar account, because I've got lots of little different pots in there. If you haven't seen the hyperjar, I'm not technical enough to be showing you on one screen and doing it on another, but if you watch Fuchsia Budgets, then she's the one I do know. There's probably others that do it, but she does all of hers digitally, so she's got hyperjar and she has it all potted out, so you'll see what I mean by in different pots if you watch any of her videos. But yeah, so this is money that obviously I don't want to be touching, but I can, you know, should I need to. So if I don't have enough in the vet fund and Piper does need to go into the vets, I can take it out of my emergency, or I can take it out of my car maintenance that my mum has, or, you know, push comes to shove, I can take it out of my 100 envelope challenge savings. So all this money is savings. So in total, at the start of the month, I had 2,693 in savings, and at the end of March I have 3,241, which is a difference of £548. So I'm over the moon that in March I've managed to save £548. It's just been a good month. I had £500 bonus, so you know, it's not a typical month, but it's still nice to see that number climbing, and I have never ever had savings before. So if you are new to this this way of thing, you know, budgeting and cash envelopes, I do definitely recommend it, because even if you're just saving £100 a month, £50 a month, if you've never saved before, any amount to just be left with at the end of the month is just amazing. And if it means you're not spending in your credit card and you still don't have savings, but you're not spending in a credit card, even that is just brilliant. So I highly recommend budgeting. Maybe not cash stuffing if that's not your thing, but definitely budgeting and making a plan as to where your money is going is definitely a brilliant thing. So yeah, so that is everything I want to talk to you about regarding my budget, but I did want to quickly show you, I spoke before as well about starting an Etsy, and I think I am going to, but it will be very plain items in there. I'm not going to go all fancy dancy, but just wanted to show you some little cash envelopes that I made. So that's my cow one, that's my own one that I use all the time, and then I have two sort of leopard print ones. This one I've been requested, these colours, and also we have this one. They're still needing some tweaks and some you know, changes, and I've made some mistakes along the way, but yeah, hopefully over the wee while these will be in my Etsy shop. So if there was other animal print that you liked, if you give me a wee shout, I'd love to try and make something. It may not be exactly what you're looking for, and that's fine, but yeah, just give me a shout. But yeah, this is the plan moving forward. Kind of wishing I'd done the cow print on my own one now that I've seen it like that, but anyway, never mind. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching my video. Yeah, another video of mine where I ramble on. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one, which will be cash stuffing. So take care, have a good few days, bye.